Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this video is being made real briefly here, right before I go to eat dinner. Hold on a second. It's being made on, make sure it's still recording. This video is being made on August 22nd, 2014, and my name is Leslie Williams, and I am in San Diego, California. I live in La Jolla, and I apologize I don't look my best right now, but I've been doing work all day today, preparing my property to continue to move it to other areas for backup emergency hiking areas. Now, what I'm going to do right now is just give a kind of a brief synopsis, maybe a little bit more, pertaining to some of the things that I'm experiencing on UCSD campus. Now, I am a victim of what is known as, I am a victim and a target, but I am also an activist pertaining to a specific type of crime type. That type of crime is called organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking. This criminal reality can be researched at Google and YouTube. Once you start researching this crime with a mature posture, it is my advice to anyone who wants to research this crime, they need to do it in-depthly. They don't need to. I mean, they can probably get an overall picture of what's going on in the first day or two. But if you want to really understand what's going on with this crime, the best thing to do is investigate it for at least 2 full months, because there is some misinformation and disinformation online pertaining to who's responsible for these criminal realities and how the perpetrators operate and the types of criminal motivations that they have for each selected targeted individual. The reason why I'm making this video is because I'm going to illustrate just a small section of what I experienced at UCSD campus, which is basically the same as SDSU and USD, except UCSD has been they've been a little bit more different. They're more hostile. In reference to, they're not as hot, well, SDSU is pretty hostile. Hang on a second. UCSD is hostile in the sense that when a targeted individual is flagged and tagged to be a targeted individual, they are harassed everywhere they go. Restaurants, movie theaters, bus stops, bus routes, grocery stores, any place they go to, they are harassed, including by the business community. If you've never heard of organized stalking or gang stalking before, that is why you need to research these criminal realities in order to be able to understand how all of this could be happening to just one person, each specific target. Now, understand, if you take what I state in this video, and if you also take a look at my other videos, like Learning Disabled Woman Exposes and or Explains Gang Stalking, Learning Disabled Woman Explains Details of Gang Stalking, Learning Disabled Woman Exposes the Motivations of Gang Stalking, and then, you know, just basically do your research, and then just cross-reference and synthesize, and you will see that all the descriptions I make in this video are the absolute complete truth. In organized stalking, gang stalking expeditions, targeted individuals are tracked, surveilled, and monitored in real time at all times by using different techniques. I've talked about those techniques on many of my other videos, and so I'm going to probably detail a couple of them briefly in this video, but not right just this second. When I go to UCSD, I am subject to individuals coming into the library and or already being in the library before I arrive, okay? I'll explain how they can do that in a minute. And as a result of me going into the biomedical library and or any other place I go to on their campus, I experience what is known as sensitization methods being utilized around me intentionally by people who I do not know and employees. That's right. Now, sensitization methods are a method and technique of gang stalking, organized stalking, that is designed to make a targeted individual sensitive to a specific type of stimuli. Now, the stimuli can be anything. It's mostly, for the most part, what the target is sensitized to is everyday things that everyday people do. Specific ways of coughing, specific ways of clearing your throat, specific everyday physical gestures that anybody makes, including me. Okay, and repeating words and phrases, whether they be unusual and or peculiar words, or just everyday common words like crazy, oh my god, weird, she, is another one that they will do, because they want to intentionally try to make you think that they're literally talking about you. Attempting to make a targeted individual believe that they're being monitored and talked about why they're being monitored is a method of gang stalking. Just Google it. Once you research these criminal realities, again, what I am stating here are factual truths based on at least 12 years of non-stop experience, okay, and exhaustive educated research. Okay, hold on one second. So basically what they do is just use different people to come into the library. Okay, hold on. And what they will do is they will have these people sit around me. Either the people they use for the coughing campaigns, they usually have them sitting either right next to me or behind me. But make no mistake about it, they'll rotate. They'll sit anywhere around me. Okay. Then they will also bring in individuals, and a lot of these men are just low life looking like you would not believe, just like you would not believe. Now, what they will do as a result of, you can go to Google right now and type in crafted seating arrangements and boxing in a target, in order to be able to see that basically what they do is they want the target individual to either see and or hear on a non-stop, constant, repetitive basis. They want to subject the target to being made aware of that they're being gaslighted with these sensitization techniques 24/7, non-stop, as much as possible. That's right. That's right. And they'll do this by making sure that the target becomes sensitive to everyday physical gestures that we all make. Touching your hands to your mouth, your nose, tapping the top of your head, stroking your hair back after you take your hat off, and then putting the hat back on and then tipping the brim, putting one arm behind the back, pointing in any direction, moving with your hands in certain ways, just ways like this while they're pretending they're talking. That's another thing that they will do. The whole goal, I know, as crazy as this sounds, that's why you got to research at Google, anchoring and sensitization. Physical gestures, words, phrases, sounds, colors, objects, certain types of people, and so on and so forth. Coughing, they'll even sensitize the target to sneezing. Now, once they are aware that they have you sensitized to this, because it was their goal to sensitize the target to it, they will then make sure that what they have been sensitized to is constantly represented towards the target individual for the target individual to continue to re-experience. Now, what they're doing towards me at UCSD is making sure that individuals be at the library before I arrive, and or come in the library after I arrive and have sat down. Hold on a second. Now let me get. I'll get back to that statement in a minute, because you probably might ask yourself, well, how could they be placing people inside of any library or anywhere any target goes before the target arrives there? Well, there's many different techniques. Like right now, I'm speaking to you with my voice. Okay. Just bear with me for a second. You'll understand why I said that. Before I leave this area every day, I make audio files pertaining to, let's see if anything happens towards me, concerning me, about me, around me, or against me as I am preparing to leave this area, because I've been harassed at this area, even brutally assaulted. That's right, as a result of me being a gang stalking target. So what I do is, before I get up to get outside of this tent, in fact, I do it as soon as I wake up. I'll start an audio recording saying I just woke up, let's see if anything happens here. And then the tape recorder will continue to record while I'm going about my day. Okay? Then what I'll do is, as I've gotten everything up and my sleeping bags and everything all gathered together and bagged up, because I have to hide those every day, I'll start a new audio file. And I'll state, okay, I'm getting ready to get outside of my tent in order to hide my property, and then I'm going to be leaving for the day to go to UCSD, or to go to Ralph's, or to go to the grocery store, or to go downtown to the library, or the law library downtown, or to go get money put on my bus pass. Okay, or to go to the post office. I'll make a statement as I'm here pertaining to what I'm going to be doing. Now, I own 3 track phones, and I own a Virgin wireless phone. Okay? Go to YouTube and go to Google right now and type in the following descriptions in the following way that I describe, in the exact identical way that I describe it. Okay, you ready? Or you can write this down or just review the video. Go to YouTube right now and type in cell phone hacking space stalking, And make sure you listen extensively to the YouTube videos concerning 2 women being covered on a morning show. Okay? They talk about how their whole entire family's cell phone is hacked and used as a microphone as a result. It's also used as a camera, and it's used as a GPS tracker. And also pay attention to how they're being harassed. Every single thing that those 2 women talk about in that particular interview on the morning show are literal gang stalking methods. Okay? Literally. Every single thing that they describe. Now, you can also go to YouTube and Google and type in organized stalking and or gang stalking and cell phone hacking, cell phone tracking, and using the targeted individual cell phones as microphones, which means that they can literally hear what I'm saying right now. So if I make a statement in my tape recorder every morning before I leave, or even when I'm here at night, I'll start a tape recording audio file stating, okay, I'm getting ready to go to bed, or I'm getting ready to start winding down for the night before I go to bed, and I'll say, let's see if anything happens here. Okay, so basically what I'll do is I basically literally talk into a tape recorder every morning about where I'm going for the day. Okay, now I will also, once I leave here and cross the street, I will then start a new audio file and make statements about where I'm going for the day as well. Those phones are on me in my physical presence in my pocket, okay, and along my waist. So, can they hear what I'm saying? And if the phone is being used as a GPS tracker, if they have learned my regular routes and routines, which they have, which they do towards every targeted individual, they are just basically using deductive reasoning. Well, we're tracking her through her cell phone. We can see what bus route she's on. We can see which way she's heading on that bus route, and based on deduction in reference to where I usually go when I'm on that same bus route and where I usually get off at, they're just deducing where I'm going to end up at. And that's how they place individuals to be inside the UCSD Biomedical Library when I'm in there. Now, are Biomedical Library staff members engaging in gang stalking towards me? And will they lie about it and call me crazy concerning it? Well, calling a targeted individual crazy is a method of gang stalking. Google that. Go to Google and type in organized stalking or gang stalking in universities. Look at how many Google generated responses you get. Go to Google and type in organized stalking or gang stalking in libraries. Look at how many Google generated responses you get, and scrutinize the blogs that come up that targeted individuals are writing concerning their experiences in these aforementioned environments. Okay? You'll get thousands and thousands of responses to each description. Do you really believe that that's an accident? Of course not. Then go to Google and type in library employees and gang stalking and or organized stalking. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that through logic and probabilities and statistical analysis, hold on a second, that it's very improbable that any persons, okay, people who do not know each other, even people that live in different states or cities, are on the internet exposing the same exact type of harassment happening towards them in the same exact type of environments. Do you really think that that's an accident? Of course not. Of course not. That would be like a person saying, honey, I'm going to go down to the store and get some diapers and some ramen noodles, and they go to the store and they get robbed on the way. And you find out about it on the news, okay? And then when you go to maybe look at it a month later at Google, you realize that another person who is leaving their home to go get something in the same exact area got robbed on their way to the same exact store on the same exact street. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Maybe it was a bad example, but just bear with me. Just research all of these descriptions in reference to their methods and tactics, seating arrangements, boxing a target in, which means that they will get around the target in a square-like formation. One behind a target, maybe one or two next to a target, and or at least one right across from the target. Every time I go into UCSD, lately they've been using two skanks that they have used on frequent basis. One threatened to punch me in the face, and he threatened to kick my ass if I touched his bike, which I would have had no reason, I even had no thought of touching his bike. But he wanted to look for something to attach it to the dialogue of threatening me. So he said, if you touch my bike, I'll kick your ass. Right after he said, I'll punch you in the face because I cleared my throat. Now this individual, I had to call the police, and he took off right before they arrived. Okay, and why was my cell phone not working as I was trying to call the police? And as soon as I got out another phone to use to call the police, he decided to get on his bike and leave. He has reappeared inside the Biomedical Library 3 times since then. I called the police about it when the second time I noticed that he'd come back in, I got on my, which was on August 16, 2014, I got on my phone and called UCSD Campus Police and told them that he had reappeared, the individual who threatened me twice. The threat was caught on an audio file, and it was caught on, and it was partial, the whole event was partially caught on video file. They told me they wouldn't come out. An individual who threatened to punch me in my face and threatening to kick my ass if I touched his bike, which was a totally, completely peculiar statement to make, because why would I be thinking about touching anybody's bike? Now this happened at the same exact Barry bike rack. This event, in reference to the event July 16th when the threats occurred, happened at the bike rack, the same exact bike rack area where my bike tires were slashed back in October 2012 as a result of gang stalking, which the UCSD police, I'm sure, did not write on their campus report. So why would they not come back out to investigate why the guy could be crazy, he could be carrying weapons, he could be mentally ill and violent, he could be a drug addict that's known to be violent when he's on drugs. So why wouldn't they come back out? They heard him threaten me for clearing my throat on the tape recorder the day they were caught on July 16, 2014. Why are they allowing him to come back in? And the day that I noticed he came back, he came back in around August 13th. It was the first time I noticed him back inside the library at the same time I was. Why didn't Kevin, the biomedical library staff member, call the police on him? He was there the day that the July 16th event occurred. Hold on. Okay. Fellow Americans, and why wouldn't my cell phone work on July 16th, 2014? Go to YouTube, go to YouTube and Google and type in organized stalking or gang stalking and cell phone jamming. Now, when I was brutally assaulted on an MTS bus on October 10th, 2011, as soon as the assault stopped, I got out my phone from my pocket because the bus driver wouldn't call the police. So I got out my phone and powered it up. It wouldn't power up. I went to go power it up and it wouldn't power up. It wouldn't power up until that guy who assaulted me on the bus got off the bus and walked away. Then magically it started working. Same thing happened here on UCSD campus. The phone would not work. Until he got up, until he decided to leave from talking to Kevin, okay, and unlock his bike and leave, okay, and then the phone started working. And guess who I seen sitting in their cop car about 40 feet away? A UCSD campus police officer. My name is Leslie Williams and I'm in San Diego, California. Before this August 16th event occurred, when he was respotted by me and I called UCSD campus police on him re-entering the library at the same time I was there, I made a video talking about this. Is cyber surveillance a method of gang stalking? I'm going to make another video on pertaining to what I was leading up to say. I'm not going to say it right now. Now, fellow American citizens, let's see how long it takes before I am banned from UCSD. Go to Google right now and type in street theaters and gang stalking. Street theaters and organized stalking. Street theaters is a term that describes organized stalking, gang stalking, staged events. Once you start researching this, then type in, add on to, street theaters, staged events, staged witnesses. That's right, baby cake. They'll stage an event and use 1 or 2 people for the event, and then they'll use 1 or 2 or 3 people that come out from another building to act as witnesses to the event. That's right. That's right. See, hold on a second. Go to Google and type in organized stalking or gang stalking and human trafficking. And you'll run across videos and blogs that other individuals have made. In fact, some of them are excellent blogs, excellent videos. You'll literally run across YouTube videos that people have went out of their way to spend money on to make them, that are identifying gang stalking operations as being exactly identical to human trafficking operations. It's one of their criminal motivations. If they stage an event to ban me from any public library and or university library, including UCSD, or the Law Library downtown, or the North University San Diego Public Library, what does that take away from me that would benefit them? It would take away my ability to upload videos concerning what has happened to me, what is currently happening to me, and my video and the ability to upload video predictions about what might happen to me. Hold on. Now, cyber surveillance is a method of gang stalking. It's all over the internet that it's a method of gang stalking, so they already know they're being exposed. Okay? UCSD generates millions and millions and millions of dollars to the San Diego County tax base. Now, that money is that money used to pay police officers' pensions? The insurance of a police officer, the pension and or insurance of any public official, firefighters, prosecutors, members of the DA's office. Are you getting my drift? If it ever got out that SDSU or USD and UCSD worked in concert to engage in gang stalking of me, and since human trafficking is directly connected to these criminal realities, do you really think they want it out? Of course not. Right now, you can go to YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes SDSU Gang Stalking," and take about a day and a half to research every video that you can find. In fact, take 3 days to research every single video that you can find concerning me being gang stalked on our SDSU campus. And what you're going to find is videos of individuals saying gang stalk and oh my god around me. Now, then go to YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes UCSD Gang Stalking." Learning Disabled Woman Exposes UCSD Price Center Gang Stalking. And what you're hearing is individuals around me saying gang stalking, oh my god, crazy, gang stalking. Then go to YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at Arby's Again." Then go to, and then I'm just going to spit out a bunch of different descriptions. Hold on a second. That you can type in at YouTube and Google, so you can see the same exact identical to a T verbal harassment happening around me at multiple locations. Learning Disabled Woman gang stalked at Jack in the Box. Learning Disabled Woman exposes gang stalking at Jack in the Box. Learning Disabled Woman exposes gang stalking at Arby's. Learning Disabled Woman exposes gang stalking at UCSD, SDSU, USD. Learning Disabled Woman exposes gang stalking in Yucca Valley, which is 160 miles away from UCSD, SDSU, and USD. Same exact method, same exact identical verbal harassment caught around me, concerning me, everywhere I go. And I got 900 audio files to prove it. Now, each one of these 900 audio files had these words and phrases being mentioned around me everywhere I go every single day, non-stop, in the same exact identical way. These words and phrases were also obviously caught on video because you will witness some of them. Okay? So ask yourself, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you why they do that in a minute. Just ask yourself, how do they know where I'm at and when I'm gonna be there to place this crafted harassment around me? Hold on. Now, that's the words and the phrases they repeat around me. Sensitization methods. Okay? Now go to Google and YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Catches Gang Stalker Admitting Sent to Harass." Read comments. That's me catching 3 teenagers admitting they were put on the 928 bus on January 28th, 2012 to engage in these physical gestures that I was already exposing all over the internet that I was experiencing at USD, MTS bus routes, and grocery stores. Okay? That's right. That's right. Hold on a second. It's what I told an SD, excuse me. It's what I told an SDPD San Diego police officer at the Eastern Division headquarters I was experiencing on the 928 bus route and along my routes on August 18, 2011. Hold on. Now think about this. I went down to the San Diego Police Department headquarters on August 18, 2011 and told them that individuals are getting around me and repeating certain words, phrases, and physical gestures. And then on January 28, 2012, I catch 3 teenagers admitting they were put on the 928 bus route to do these things. Now make sure you look in the description of that YouTube video because you'll literally see that videos were made before those 3 teenagers were caught. Okay, of me describing what they admitted to before. Okay, months before. I even made one on USD campus stating I was putting up with it by students and staff. Okay? So, I made a video in November on USD campus stating I was putting up with it on their campus by students and staff. I made a video at the 928 bus stop on December 5th and 6th, okay, stating that I was putting up with these physical gestures along all my routes, and then I catch 3 teenagers admitting to it on the 928 bus on January 28, 2012, and since then I have caught 6 other individuals admitting the same thing. One individual admitted that a San Diego police officer put him on a corner to do it on February 20, 2013. I then since then have caught 3 separate UCSD students admitting to me in a hidden running recording tape recorder that they were put in my physical presence, 2 of them on campus on 2 separate dates, admitting that they were put in my physical presence to engage in these physical gestures. Hold on. I have caught Club Med restaurant staff repeating gang stalking, oh my god, around me. Hold on. Right? So, repeating words, phrases, physical gestures is a method of gang stalking, ladies and gentlemen. It's a covert, overt way to let you know you're being stalked, because they gotta know who you are and even the fact that you've been sensitized to these things in order to do them. So think about this. In this video, I've stated that I've caught these physical gestures and individuals on video and audio. On audio and video, I've caught the physical gestures, and on audio, I've caught the repeated words and phrases. On video and on video, I've caught gang stalk, oh my god, crazy, gang stalk, oh my god, crazy, gang stalk, gang stalk, gang stalk, gang stalking, crazy, oh my god, being said around me in that way everywhere I go. Now that shows that either one person, persons, or a group is steering the entire campaign everywhere I go, because it's the same exact identical crafted harassment everywhere I go. Now when I say I got 900 audio files of this identical verbal harassment happening around me, it's just not like each audio file is just not being said once. It's being said non-stop everywhere I go. That's right. Now after I upload a video like this and then upload it, they see I uploaded it through cyber surveillance. So what they'll do then is back off from doing that so much, okay, and then just go back to the physical gestures, because they sensitize targets to physical gestures that everybody makes. So if anybody sees my videos and then spots me in the environment, they might decide to follow me into Rouse to see if this is going on around me. If anybody did that on a day after I uploaded a video, they won't do on a massive scale repeating gang stalk around me, because they know a video was just uploaded about it. They don't know who's watching this. Hold on a second. They don't have the time or the money or the power to research every single thing, to research every single IP address of every single person who's seeing my videos. Okay? But they get back to it, trust me, within a week. Now, all you have to do, I have caught this identical verbal harassment happening around me in the San Diego City Council chambers, inside the San Diego Police Department headquarters, every restaurant I've been to, every movie theater I've been to, every bus route I've been on, every trolley route I've been on, every bus stop I've been at. Well, the bus stops I usually just experience the physical gestures. Every campus, everywhere I went. So now you can ask yourself, ladies and gentlemen, why won't the San Diego Police Department make a police report? I'm being gang stalked inside the biomedical library. It's done in order to blend in with the everyday environment, okay, of the whole time period I'm in there. And we're going to see who's used. There's one individual who's got blonde hair that comes in and sits directly across from me. And then there's the individual that they're allowing, okay, to, and then there's the individual that they're allowing to come back in after he threatened me twice on July 16, 2014. So, ladies and gentlemen, is UCSD just biding their time? Excuse me. I literally caught a UCSD library security guard admitting to me in a hidden running tape recorder that a staged complaint can cause me to be banned. Now, I don't have, since I'm eating dinner, what I'm going to do is eventually I will copy and paste. All you got to do is go to YouTube, and I think it's titled by its date. Learning Disabled Woman Catches UCSD Library Security Admitting what? No, Learning Disabled Woman Catches UCSD Library Security Admitting Staged Complaint Can Cause Her to Be Banned. Just type that in, you'll find it. Now, just in hearing that alone, all you have to do is say to yourself, why would he say that if nothing was going on? I'm going to use CSD tomorrow to power up some power cells for my phone. Let's see if any problems happen. Any problems from anybody. I don't give a shit if it's done with witnesses. I don't care who plays a role in it. I don't care. It will be gang stalking related. I don't care if it happens outside the biomedical library, inside the biomedical library, or anywhere on their campus. It will be gang stalking related, and I don't give two shits who's involved. I haven't even taken a bite of my hot dog yet. Alright, today's date is August 22nd, 2014, and I can prove it because I'm literally recording my statements right now. Okay? On this tape recorder that reflects the date and time, and the video file also reflects the date and time as well. Alright, thanks for listening, and have a nice day.